I feel like confidence a lot of times is fake it till you make it.
You know, I think I mastered the suck-in that photo. You know, like everyone was like, she looks great. I'm like, I'm tightening it all up. Because regularly, I don't think I look like that.
I get so much of my body confidence from my daughter, Natasha.
Mm-hmm.
She is so confident with her figure, and I was never that way at her age or younger. I don't feel like I was body confident until I was in my mid-30s and now even 40s, because I'm like, hey, I feel like I look better than I did when I was in my 20s. She is so confident that I'm like, wow, I take a cue from her, because I'm like, why am I nitpicking at certain things? Why?
I just kind of wanted to let people know that celebrities or people like me go through that. It has been difficult. I think the first day that I got home, I just felt so not like myself. And I know so many moms can relate to that too, just because coming home and seeing your body just not how it's used to. Obviously, you have an amazing baby, and obviously, you know, you're so proud of your body, you're grateful for your body, but there's also a part of you that is like, dang, like my body will never be the same. And I was really scared of how people would perceive me and how if they would call me fat, or she never got back to her, like she never bounced back. I think for me, it just was difficult to kind of come to terms with, okay, this is going to take a lot of work and this is going to take a lot of time, but it's worth it and I can do it to get my body healthy. And I think I had to change my mindset from like how I looked to how I felt.
Just not to worry so much about your body changing. I think I obsessed over that the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining 50 pounds. This is crazy. Because for me, that's like half my body weight. Mm-hmm. So it shocked me. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gaining so much weight. But then after that, my body bounced back and it was fine. And I just put a lot of unnecessary pressure on myself in that department.
I haven't been able to work out or anything because it's only 4 weeks. But I don't want to sit here and try to bullshit people, because we all have different bodies, and I think they're all stunning and beautiful, and they create life, which is just a miracle and incredible in itself. I think I just have to attribute that to my genetics that I'm grateful for. I just look at women who are pregnant, and no matter what they look like, I'm just like, how beautiful is all of this? And once you give birth, it's like, you'll get the body that you want back. Take your time, just enjoy being a mom. And some people would say, that's easy for you to say because you look like that. But it's like, well, it's easy for you to say because you look like that. You know, we all have a different idea of what we want to look like in our heads. And it's so funny that it always happens to be whatever we aren't.
I do work out a lot. Fitness has been a huge part of my life. I'm always sharing it on Instagram. And fitness for me is all about strength. I mean, I want to be healthy, I want to be strong, but it's never about being thin and losing weight for me. I do whatever I can push myself in. If I can build my confidence that way because I'm stronger and have push-up contests, or like how many squats can I do, or how long can I run? Like, I love those types of challenges.
I would say I'm pretty fit. I've always been pretty fit. It's totally normal for your body to change like that and to go from a place where you're not used to and having to work really hard to get to a healthier body.
You know, I have my moments where I'm like, wow, my bum is a little, you know, saggy. It hasn't seen a squat in, you know, a really long time. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you can just tell that things are a little softer, and there are times where I'm like, I'm really ready to start working out, and then I see my baby and I'm like, I can't believe I created this human being. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna go eat my donuts and my chicken salad because breastfeeding is making me so hungry. And I'm just gonna allow myself to take my time, because this moment is going to pass, and she's gonna be in school, and I'm gonna have all the time in the world on my hands, and I'm gonna wish that I relished in the moment.
I'm definitely insecure about some things, just as everyone else is. Like, my skin isn't as smooth and tight as it normally is, so I wear like shirts over my bathing suit sometimes just because I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm sharing a lot of skin here. Like I can't fit one piece bathing suit, so I'm wearing 2 pieces all the time, but there's just a lot of belly happening. So I try and cover up just a little so I don't scare anyone. I mean, I do feel very confident at the same time though, because I mean, after we had our miscarriage last year, I just am so grateful for being able to be pregnant again that stuff is just kind of irrelevant to me. I'm just like rocking it and embracing it, and it's just such a beautiful time for me.
You will always be your own worst critic, and I promise you, and people tell me this all the time too, it doesn't matter how someone else thinks you look and you're not sure, like everyone else thinks you look better than you do. When I look at all of my friends, my daughter, like everyone in all different shapes, all different sizes, I'm like, you guys, you rock it. And it's the confidence that actually makes everybody look amazing. And they are, you know, this is what we have. So it's like, sometimes you just have to psych yourself up and say, you know what, I'm gonna own it. And I would never allow, or don't let, you know, the fear of putting a bathing suit on prohibit you from doing fun things in life. And my mom, who's 70 years old, she's incredible, but she finally was like, I don't care, I'm putting a bathing suit on because I don't want to not play with my grandkids in the pool or the ocean. And you know, it was the most freeing thing she ever did. And we were all like, Mom, you look amazing. And who's counting? Who's looking at? No one's nitpicking anything. Like what we see is your joy in what you're doing with the activity and your grandkids. So take that piece of advice and maybe it'll help.